psych, we're ending that. I'm like, no, we're not. We're not going to wait for more. Hi, everybody.
Good morning, boys and girls. How
We're
are we this
back.
morning? Welcome back. Ooh.
I'm excited to be back. I'm well rested.
Yes, you look well rested.
Thank you very much.
You had a good time, and congratulations, you let Cliff re-up.
I did. Yep. I will keep him for another 20 years. Thank you. I don't know about that. Maybe we're doing increments of 5.
Oh, like every 5, he's
yeah,
got to earn his
there's a
earn his way
check-in.
back.
Yeah, I feel like there's a check-in policy. I think most marriages would be a lot better if you had a 5-year check-in. Like, all right, it's 5 years. I didn't love it. You want to just walk away now and then no bad feelings.
Right, I suppose. But what about the children?
Well, you know what? Ours are almost out of the house. In 5 years' time, I will have my last one out of the house.
There you go.
So
could be time to start all over again.
That's funny. Somebody was like appalled that I wasn't drinking last night.
Yeah.
And they were like, are you, I'm not pregnant if that's what you think.
But on the other hand, it's very
appalled.
Nice. It's very nice to think that they think that you could be pregnant.
Right. I appreciate that.
Right.
So cute. So here we are. It's Tuesday. Hank and I are back, and I'm very excited for it. Thank you so much for filling in. Good morning, Mari, Mary Beth.
Welcome.
Hello.
I had a great time. I hope the folks out there listening enjoyed my banter and the stuff that I was doing.
You got a new shift. Why don't you talk to everybody about it?
Oh yeah, I'm on 12 to 2 every day now. We're gonna call it the lunch break, I think.
I like it.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of giving things names.
All right, yeah. Your lunch break from 12 to 2. And of course, I'm still doing the jazz show, which I am loving the whatever out of.
Okay. What's your favorite part about the jazz show?
I think just playing the music and as I say all the time, I'm a fan, not an expert, learning about the various artists.
Good.
Names that, I've heard of, and in some cases performers that I've seen, and just getting into the background of their careers. It really is interesting, and I try to share a little bit of that with everybody. There's just all kinds of information. I don't know if there's the same kind of detail in rock and roll that there is in jazz about performers and their lives. And
yeah, it's not as much musicianship. However, I'm not saying that they're not great musicians. By the way, our question of the day, if you could have anybody perform in your living room, who would you have?
Well, I know what Mari would say.
Rod Stewart.
Yeah,
I knew it. See, I got you, Mari. Derek, hold on the mystery. The show is yet to unfold. We're just waking up.
Right. Although Rod Stewart had to cancel another concert because he was having problems with his voice. I saw a video.
Is it called Old?
He was apologizing. Well, Mari's watching, so don't say that.
He'll live forever, Mari. I'm sorry.
He'll live forever, But he thanked Cheap Trick for putting on a good show anyway. And I thought, oh God, those poor people.
You're right. I've seen Cheap Trick, and I haven't been impressed for many a year.
No, we saw Cheap Trick when we saw Rod, and it was like, yeah, okay, you guys are really, whoever he is too old to be running around with the captain's hat on. Just stop.
Good morning, Lynn. Yeah, another British great went into the hospital yesterday, and I was like, I can't lose Bob Barker and Elton John in the same week.
No, I didn't know Elton John went in the hospital.
He's fine.
Okay.
This happened sometime late afternoon yesterday. So we had played a song during Music Bingo yesterday, and someone came up to me during the break to let me know he was fine, because they were also upset and were like, we can't lose all of this greatness in a week.
Did they say why?
No.
Okay.
Nope. So hopefully he's fine. Good morning, Michael.
He's not as young as we think he is.
Who, Elton?
Yes.
He's not as young as he thinks he is.
No, he's not as young as he thinks he is either. His husband is younger, and he has youngish kids.
Yeah. I don't know who I would choose if I could have anybody perform in my living room. That's tough.
I don't. It'd have to be somebody who could put on a show in a small space.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a fair bit of awkwardness to have a concert, a living room concert.
Right.
Michael picked Mari up from the airport the other day.
Yes, he did. He did a great job.
Michael, drop your information in the chat just in case you need a ride in style and comfort
Yeah,
for just a really nice, no nonsense ride. You don't feel one bump. I haven't been in the new car, but
yeah,
when we rode with you, we loved it.
yeah. I think I can say this because he's not officially a limo. He doesn't have to park where the limos park.
Ah,
He can pull right up to
a
the
little bit
door,
closer.
like a family member is picking you
Right,
up
because it's a private driver.
because it's a private driver. Yeah, some of the guys he's connected with are limos, but he's not
He's
officially a
not the
limo.
livery. Good morning, Bob. I miss your face so much. I hope you're doing all right.
Yeah.
You
Hey,
look like you've had a fun summer.
speaking of doing all right, a shout out to the folks who um, watch us down in Florida in the Tampa Clearwater
Oh,
area.
yeah.
I don't know if you guys are watching. Certainly understand if you're not. But hang in there. We wish you well. At least Jim Cantori isn't in the Tampa area. He's down in where is he? He's in.
I gotta worry about my mother-in-law. She won Grandmother of the Year for the summer.
She did
She really did. I'm shocked. We're all surprised.
really.
No, I'm kidding, Mary. I'm kidding.
All right,
But she did. She won grandparent of the season. So I definitely
That's
she gets a
cool.
medal.
that's cool.
I'll mail it to you if you still have a mailbox or if you're not back living with us. Maybe that's why.
There you
It was
go.
divine intervention and intuition that you were probably going to have to come live with us.
Well, you have people leaving, so you've got room.
We do. Yeah, there's going to be room at the inn. And if anybody's looking for a motorized scooter, one of my J1s is selling hers. So she wanted to let me know. I'll put a picture of it somewhere. I'm going to
Mhm.
sell it for her.
Yeah.
I want her to get her money back. It's
Yeah.
expensive. Those things are not cheap.
Really?
Yeah, not cheap at all. Good morning, Helen.
Jim Cantori is in Cedar Key, Florida.
Okay, so if you're anywhere near Cedar Key,
You're
Florida,
screwed.
sorry.
out
He's like
now.
the angel of death, right? You
Pardon?
see him coming.
Oh yeah, you run. You run the other way.
Where Jim Cantori is, you do not want to be.
No.
That
no,
is
no,
not a
no.
good place to be.
No. And it seems like it's already a category 1 now, and they're thinking it could be more. And the push of the water, really, no matter where you are, it doesn't make any difference. If it becomes just a tropical storm, there's going to be problems with the water surge.
Yeah. Good morning, Meredith. And Michael liked his sandwich, so he said thanks to the sandwich.
Thank you,
and hit
Michael.
the spot.
You know what it was? It was a willow tree chicken.
It's the best. It is absolutely the best. I was at BJ's the other day and it's cheaper there. So I picked up a couple of things of it.
Oh, really?
And it doesn't stay in my fridge more than a day.
Oh, yeah.
My
it's great.
son, I think he takes the whole container. It's like a pound of chicken salad on one little sandwich. He's a footballer now.
Right.
Little man had his first scrimmage with varsity.
Mm-hmm. How did he do?
He did very well. It was Cliff's birthday, so he made
Yep.
him up a little card. Got you a pancake, Dad. So it's just I'm sad. He's a big boy now.
I know it.
He's got
And he is a big boy.
I know he is huge. So yeah, when I get the willow tree chicken salad, 1 pound of chicken salad, I was like, where'd that willow tree?
Where did it go?
There's no even vessel. Sometimes he doesn't even put it on bread. It's just like down the gullet. What's next?
Willow tree chicken salad, folks, is another Attleboro thing.
It is. But it's, you know what? That is a business that is spread because the chicken salad is so flipping good.
Oh, yeah. I know people whose job was to pluck the chickens at Willow Tree.
Yikes.
I knew people,
That's
I
a
should say.
horrible job.
They're no longer with us.
I don't, yeah.
They retired people who, were looking for something to do a couple of days a week, and they would go and pluck the chickens before they made them chicken salad.
Right. Thank you for that chicken salad. I heard it was the brown sugar. That is what makes it.
Brown sugar.
Brown sugar is what makes willow tree chicken salad.
Did
I
not
heard that's
know
the
that.
secret ingredient.
Did not know
Who
that.
knows? Good morning, Uncle Dave. Hope you guys are okay in Florida. They're in Jacksonville.
Okay. Oh, no, Jacksonville could be in trouble.
Oh.
Depending upon which way it goes.
Batten down the hatches. No pool photos with charcuterie in it today, my friend.
Yep. Yep. Oh,
Well, he works on boats out there. I'm sure everyone is freaking out right now. I'm sure you're going to work triple time at this point.
Right.
Making sure everybody's safe, but it's kind of reached the point of no return right now. Yeah.
Yeah. The Clearwater Beach, the hotels are closing at 11 o'clock this morning.
Okay.
They're throwing
Christy says,
everybody
yeah,
out.
it's the brown sugar.
Yep. There you go.
Mari and I were talking about food. I Cliff and I went
Really?
away.
You were talking about food about Martin with
I
Mari?
know, dining at home and everywhere else. That's her page. And we were yapping about food because both of us are like, all right, we're going on a change. We're doing this. We're doing this. It's fall. It's time to get serious. And why is it time now? Because we're going into eating season. So I feel like I need to prep myself for eating season to not gain even more weight on top of that. If I can do the pre before the post, I'll be fine.
There you go. There you go.
I'll just need to do it. And also, all of those mirrors in our little getaway suite, just I was like, what is happening? What? No. Mm-mm.
Well, they were there for a reason, you know.
We're minimizing. We're minimizing.
You understand why there were lots of mirrors there.
I get it, Hank, but for me, it wasn't. That was not a turn on.
Okay. How about the champagne glass? Did you do the room with the champagne
We
glass?
didn't. However, I did get to the bottom of it. So our choices were the champagne glass tub or a room that had a fireplace and a private pool, a private swimming pool
There you go.
in our room. So we went for that one.
All right. So
But the mystery was solved. It was on the FAQs inside of the room. How much, is there a weight limit for the champagne tub? And it said, it's a lot like your love, limitless. And I love that. So as a question answered. Oh, yeah. He's a coastie. You love this weather. Weather people like getting out there and being Jim Cantori.
Mhm.
You are definitely that person. He gets all charged up, geared up. Speaking of our servicemen, there is one mystery that was solved.
Yes.
Because we got a couple of mysteries to talk about today. The cadets at West Point all had a big ceremony yesterday. They found this time capsule from 1820.
Oh, they did?
And they had this big assembly. They were really excited. They found the lead box and they were really pumped to open it up. Good morning, Serafina. And so they open it up. They've got the whole auditorium full of cadets.
Mm-hmm.
They pop it open and it's just got mud in it.
No.
Yes.
Oh.
Wah, wah, wah. They probably released a demon or two.
Oh my gosh. And nobody knew?
No. It was supposed to be a time capsule from 1820. Lord knows what the hell they released back into the world.
Somebody in 1820 had a sense of humor.
Well, I'm sure it had stuff in it prior too. It just didn't weather the test of time.
I guess not.
Mud. That's what was in it there. Lady of the Dunes has been officially put to bed.
Yep, the husband did it.
It's always the husband. Like, that's not even a fun mystery. It's always the husband. Well, they didn't know who it was, so.
And he's dead anyway. Husband passed away years ago.
That sucks. He got to live a whole, full, good life.
Right.
Good morning, Ritual Cape Cod. I sent her a little nugget yesterday.
Yeah.
They are having some issues with their homeowners association and the landlords, and it's just a difficult uphill battle. We wish you well.
Yes.
We're thinking of you. She went back to the old-fashioned postcard campaign.
Oh, really?
Of writing for support.
Uh-huh.
And there was some precedent yesterday that was set in North Carolina that I saw and I immediately thought of her. It's a small speed bump in an uphill battle of fighting that situation, because when you're in a situation like that, it's usually the homeowners association that ends up winning. It's almost like a cartel.
Right. Yeah.
We're not going to get into your situation. You've got a meeting.
And we're having our homeowners situation. Last year, nobody ran except the people who are running for re-election, which is 2. This year, 8 people are running.
Okay.
Because there's all kinds of
something needs to change.
There's all kinds of stuff going on about the work that was going to be done at the community center. It was going to be all updated, and then they kind of find out, oops, we don't have that kind of money. So,
well, somebody's got to do it. That's the only way that you enact change is by getting in there and making change.
Right.
So,
but they do have a committee.
Of course they have a committee.
They appointed a special committee to determine what kind of a floor they should put in the ballroom.
How's that going?
I'm dead serious. I don't know.
Are all your renovations done, by the way? I was thinking of flooring.
Oh no, this is just the flooring in the community center.
Right.
But then the roof looks reasonable. You know, it's so funny.
Is there another committee for the roof?
I bet there will be. You know,
You're retired. Why
it's so
not?
it's so funny. Mariana has been doing showings with us, and been a realtor since she
Hank's
was on her
granddaughter.
in her carry thing. We went swimming last night. I made a really good impression last night. The parking lot is full, and all these people are dressed up. And I pop out with Mariana in my bathing suit and t-shirt. And I say to this woman, "Oh, what's going on?" And she said, "Oh, it's candidates night for the board." And I went, "Oh, I thought it was tomorrow night." Oh, well.
Oh, you can't swim while they're doing stuff in there?
No, no, no. Everyone was going into the ballroom
Oh, I see. I
all
see.
dressed up for this meeting with the people running for the board of
You
governors.
became that retiree in the thing. What's going on?
And here's this. So, so Mariana wanted to go in. Well, we can go in anyway, Papa. I went, honey, we're in our bathing suits. I don't think so. But what I was getting to was,
You're in a retirement community. Go.
well, the roof. She's been doing showings with us for so long. She was talking to me about, well, what has to be done, the roof. And she looks up and she goes, the roof isn't that bad. It looks like it's been patched over there. I'm like, oh my God, you're 11 years old.
Right? I'm that's awesome. She knows. She's been raised by real estate people.
Oh, she knows. Absolutely, she knows.
She's been doing real estate since she got fresh out the womb.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Lynn. Lynn saying happy birthday.
Hey,
Third
Lynn.
birthday for Lemonadio. Yeah,
yes.
From start to where we are today, miles different, and we're just growing all the time.
And by the way, Lynn won the cover photo at Cape Cod Dining at Home and everywhere else.
Ooh, what'd you win for?
Last week. Lynn, I'm not sure what you won for. Would you pop on? I think it had something to do with waffles and I don't know.
Chicken and waffles?
What. Yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't know why I thought chicken and waffles. No,
no. It wasn't chicken. It was something in waffles. I don't remember. Lynn, would you tell us or Mari? Would you pop on and let us know?
Yes, please. Yes, so today is National Lemon Juice Day. Is that what you said?
Yes.
That's why I laughed when Lynn wished us a happy third birthday. So thank you very much.
Yes. National Lemon
Ever changing. Hank's got a new show. We've got some new baby DJs joining us. CJ is going to start doing sports after the games. So that's going to be 10 to midnight on Lemonadio. So if you're looking for a fresh take on some sports, he'll be joining us for that. New stuff always happening. So we're excited to be adding to the roster.
Yes, you need to be listening all the time.
Right? We're getting there. Now, next is branching our Roku TV channel, which we, by the way, are on it just in case you want to listen to us. You can do that.
Sure.
But we'd like you to be able to see it also.
Right.
So that's coming. So the third mystery is the whodunit that's happening in my home. No one ever admits to anything in this house. It is like a Three Stooges episode when you ask, who did that?
Oh, it's a different, I'm sorry, it's a different Lynn that won. I'm sorry, Lynn.
So we have that going on where I'm walking out of my bathroom and all of a sudden I just see hair dye on the wall. It's a new hair dye because we have pink, black, and several other colors somewhere on my white walls that I thought I should have known. That bathroom already needs to be redone. It's not even been a year. And to be fair, I'm the one who redid it. So it wasn't going to be right to begin with. I just needed a bathroom.
Yeah, but it's fine though. It works. Toilet flushes, sink runs.
That's it. We have all of those things. It's actually functioning. However, it's looking mighty abysmal. And now it's looking like one of those ink blotter tests to check people's ways that they think of things. Some psychology test of some sort. What are those called? Rorschach tests?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is, but that's on my walls in my bathroom. Nobody did it, though. Check the color. No. I don't even know what color that is.
I wish you could show the picture because
it is. It's on my social media. You can see it, Stephanie in the morning if you'd like to see the photo.
Because if it was red, it would definitely look like blood on the wall.
Yeah. Oh no, there's some of that too. There's some of that if you look closely enough.
Oh, okay.
This is a regular thing. There's dye on the floor. There's dye on the doorknob. There's dye. You can see where they've been, but nobody did it.
But no one did it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't color your hair.
No.
Cliff doesn't color his hair.
No. Nope, we accept what's happening.
Obviously, I don't color my hair. Tuesday mornings, I don't go in and throw hair down.
Damn it, Hank. If you're going to do it, stop going bathroom to bathroom because it's in two of my bathrooms.
Two of your bathrooms.
which means somebody put it in and then walked around the house and then washed it out in a different bathroom. So,
But nobody did it.
Nobody did it. These damn elves always dyeing their hair in my house. It's ridiculous. Oh, chicken and corn waffles.
Oh,
Kimberly
okay.
Borden. Thank you for checking, Lynn. You're awesome. Good morning, Miss Eva. I can't wait to see you. Eva did a pinch hit and got Cody to football while we were away because we had a family member abandon us. It's obviously a ghost, right? Thank you very much, Holly. It definitely is a ghost. It's probably the demon that they released over at West Point.
Right.
Coming to my house to dye its hair. It's been a while. It needs to catch up. Needs to get a few services done. Crying out loud. Barbie movie, biggest Warner Brothers has ever had. 1.34 billion.
Wow.
Billion.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, it's good. I liked it. Mari didn't like it.
Mari didn't like it. Mariana wasn't quite sure what to make of it, I think.
Well, yeah, probably because she never had that Barbie moment.
No,
I
really
cried
didn't.
at the Barbie movie.
I don't know how you could cry at the Barbie movie. There's nothing emotional about
Because there was
Barbie.
a mother-daughter moment, and it was it got me all in my feelings. And I was not the only one. Jen Murphy also agreed that she did, in fact, cry at the Barbie movie. So I was not a solo mother on this endeavor. I'm a movie crier.
Oh, okay.
My daughter goes, it's the only time I ever see you cry.
Oh, wait till she till she gets married. You're gonna be a train wreck when she gets married.
No, I'm not. Your problem now. I don't care who you are. Take her. Take her, love her, enjoy her.
Yeah.
Good morning, Susan.
And Cliff
I
will
missed
fall
you.
asleep, so whatever.
Oh no, he
did a good job. From what I saw.
Cannot believe. I don't know whether because he was well rested before we got to Broadway.
Yeah.
But he did a whole play and a musical without one head bob, nod, didn't miss a minute, didn't wake himself up. Yeah. None of that.
What
I was
did you see,
so impressed. We saw Back to the Future, which was actually produced by Rob Zemeckis, who did the movie.
Yeah.
So the stage show was really, really good. I really enjoyed it. The lighting people have won all kinds of crazy awards. So it did make you feel like that car was moving. It was very, very neat the way they did it. Very impressed. And also, good morning, Caroline. We saw The Cottage, which was Jason Alexander's directorial debut. And it's set in the 40s, lots of smoking in it. So it was kind of weird to see. Who was his name? Will from Will and Grace. Eric McCormick was in it.
Who's an excellent actor, by the way.
It was hysterical. We laughed the entire time. One of our favorites from SNL was also in there as the supporting role, but the entire cast was very funny. It got skewered by critics.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. They hated it. But when you looked through at the reviews, all the people that watched it loved it. So I don't know whether they were, the Hollywood elitists, the Broadway people didn't like it, but all of the people that went to go see it loved it.
Yeah.
So I'm sad that it might have deterred the numbers at the box office because of that, but it was really good. We enjoyed it. We enjoyed the heck out of it. There was some sort of bus tour that was there when we were there, and they were a lot. They were Midwestern a lot. You know how I feel about the Midwest peoples. Thank you so much, Caroline. We're happy to be back. It was a really nice, relaxing week.
Where did you stay in New York City?
We stayed at Hotel Hell.
Hotel Hell. Okay, we'll avoid that one.
No, it was a Hyatt. It was a nice, we got a beautiful view. I had Empire State Building front and center. Our view was absolutely spectacular.
Yep.
And Cliff was like, I spent money for the view. Because if you know us, we are bargain basement travelers. We don't like to spend money where we don't have to because we like being there and then spending money where we are.
Right.
So we'll save that money on the stay.
Yeah, but it's your anniversary, though. So
but it was our anniversary, so we splurged for the view. And I don't know whether it was because the U.S. Open, what is happening, the tennis thing.
The tennis.
I don't know what the hell was happening, where we were. We stayed in Chelsea, so we were outside of the fanfare, which I love that area where the Chelsea market is, and the world's biggest Starbucks where they have a bar inside.
Really?
And the best espresso martini you've ever had in your entire life.
At a Starbucks.
At a Starbucks.
I think that makes sense.
It's $23.
Is it, by the way, isn't Dunkin' Donuts going to start to serve alcohol?
I don't know.
I thought I read that somewhere.
It better not be for $23. However, there's no tipping.
No tipping.
The tip is included, which I loved. You pay the price and then you leave. That's why it's $23.
Right.
But it's also at Starbucks, so you're getting their fine coffee. And
Yes.
then the whole
And the attitude.
atmosphere. Yes, but I liked it. Very specific with their little garnishments, and I went in for the pumpkin spice espresso martini.
How
And
was
you
it?
know me, I don't like pumpkin spice. This thing was like eating pumpkin pie. They made their own pumpkin pie whipped cream.
Really?
It was stupid. Get out of here. It was so delicious. Like I wanted a spoon and to just give me the whipped cream. I didn't even need the booze. I'm like,
Mhm.
more whipped cream, please. And the guy in front of us, that was our bartender, had said, I don't normally like this stuff. And they made us all try the new flavors that just came out yesterday. And he said, that's a dessert. That is pumpkin pie right there. And I'm like, exactly. It's delicious. I don't even know how many calories it is. So now I'm not drinking for a month and I'm eating less, far
Mhm.
less for this month. September is I don't even know. I don't know what kind of month we're going to call it, but it's going to be Stephanie's simmer down month. Sit down. Get your life together, you hot mess. Good morning, David Duran, my former PD from 96.3 The Rose.
Oh my
Thank you
goodness.
so much for joining us. Mary, thank you. Patricia, thank you. Oh, and it was so good to see you on Sunday. She popped by our makers market.
Mhm. Which was really cool once again.
We have 2 more in September. We've got our Christmas one coming up. So if you know any crafters, makers, artisans, people that make amazing gifts, I need to talk to you because I really want to showcase them. We're going to have a really fun Christmas. I want them to be like the German Christmas markets where it's like the smell and the sights, and it's going to be in the Mashpee Commons. We have Santa coming each week. We have live entertainment. They're going to put the igloos in between for heat. We've got food trucks coming. So, depending on the weather, it's going to be phenomenal.
Oh, that's great. I mean, I know we can't go to the one at Knockabout without spending money. And it's not because Mariana's with us. It's just because, oh, that's a cool thing. That's a cool thing. We can use that as a closing gift. We should get one of those. I mean, it's every week there's something, but your fish people weren't there.
I know. Midnight Hour took the weekend off. It was bad storms in the area in which they fish.
Yeah.
So they took the weekend off.
Yeah.
And this is a mom and a husband with like 2 very busy teenagers.
Mhm.
So they
Great
took
stuff.
the weekend off, which I was like, fine, I guess I'll
Mhm.
wait for my scallops for September 10th.
Right. And the farm people are getting married, right?
Yes. Yes. So I've got their wedding to do this weekend. I've got a very busy Labor Day weekend.
I bet you do.
I'm at yacht club. I've got weddings. We've got parties. Labor Day weekend, by the way, the results are in on the best time to be driving. Don't, first off. But Wednesday, they're saying Wednesday before 7 a.m. and then anytime after 8 p.m. You're welcome. This is from
Okay. Well, that's good to know.
AAA, by the way. It's not just they said.
All right. Well, that's good to know because we've got to go off Cape for a funeral. So
Ugh, so many of those lately.
yeah.
Well, I mean, there comes a point in life when it's
Yes.
just your regular Tuesday.
Right. Right. I mean, Mariana even said to me, yesterday, you seem to be going to a lot of funerals, Papa. And I said, oh, just wait.
Yeah, man, it happens.
Yeah.
And then one of your friends, I had to change my appointment time with them for
Right.
tomorrow because they had a funeral. I'm like,
Yes.
what? I don't like this funeral business.
The guy who has a better voice than just about anybody I
He's
know.
got a great voice. He does.
He has a second career coming.
I'm excited for him, and I'm excited to use his voice for some other fun projects that we've got
I've
going
been
on.
telling him for years
Yeah.
he should do it, and he's been interested, and hopefully this is gonna.
Well, I'm glad Lemonadio is a home. We're always here for you. If you've got a nonprofit, if you have an event that's happening on the Cape, or you just want to try out. I always thought I wanted to do a show here. March right on in and use this studio. When we're not here, have at it. And we've got a lot of great new content coming on our podcasting side, which I'm really thrilled to be branching that.
Now you've met Michael.
I have.
He's 6 foot something.
Yep.
Sort of bald because he keeps his hair that way. Did I tell you the story about how someone thought he was my son?
It's not fun at any age when your grown adult friend is being asked if they're your
Yeah.
child.
We went, long story short, we went to a Patriots game. We won the opportunity to sit in one of the boxes
Is it going to be a decent season?
at a charity. Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Right? So you were there.
Okay,
You won your way there.
at a charity auction, and so we're standing outside, and Mari and Patty were off talking somewhere, and I'm standing there
Michael's
with
wife.
Michael, and someone comes over and looks at Michael and says, "So you brought your dad to the game?" We could not look less alike.
I would have burst out laughing though. I mean, you got to laugh at it.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. You see him, you see me. There's virtually nothing you could look
Like,
at,
wow, we're basically twins.
at the two of us and say, "Oh yeah, he looks like you, or you look like him." It
No.
yeah.
He ran the Falmouth Road Race though. How'd
Yes,
he do?
he finished.
That's it. That's all you got to do.
Yep, yep. He raised the money he was looking to
It was
raise.
a lightning year. I
No,
mean,
he's a good dude. He really is.
this year for the road race, the weather was absolutely perfect. Back in my running days, I would have chomped at the bit to run at that.
Yeah.
And I did a post party for Dana Farber for one of our friends and raised almost $250,000.
Wow.
I know for Dana Farber. Absolutely. Team Lanzoni goes out
Wow.
every single year and does an amazing job. It was just an incredible moment to be a part of it. But I had a moment of weakness. As I'm DJing this party, I'm having fun. We're playing music. We're having a great time. And one of the girls, Sarah, looks over and she's like, "What? When did you stop running? Because that needs to be fixed." And I'm like, "Eh." And then throughout the night, she just kept needling me,
Mhm.
needling me. So I am back getting my hat in the ring for next year.
I was going to say that should be, if you're looking for a September goal, your goal should be to forward Falmouth Road Race, but just make sure you go to the bathroom before you start.
Thanks.
Okay.
Thanks, Hank. Yeah, I shared that one with you at a previous live. We're not going to revisit that story. You can just watch some of our
Yep. Yep.
fabulous content on YouTube. By the way, subscribe to us, will you? Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Anytime that we get to pop on and have a live show, you can subscribe to us on YouTube.
Right. And you
Derek.
got notices that say Stephanie Viva's live. And
Our offensive coordinator, he'll set Max straight. If not, then Belichick needs to get over his ego. Thank you very much. I agree. Good morning, Kara, and good morning, Susan.
I think that's right. I mean, this is the worst day for a professional football player if you're on the bubble. I mean, the last thing you want to hear, you don't want to hear a knock on your door, and you don't want to hear someone say, "Grab your playbook, coach wants to see you,"
Yeah.
because that means, well, they had. I don't think, and I didn't realize they had that many players. They had 90 players that they have to cut down to 53. That is a lot of people.
That makes me nervous because that means there's a lot of mediocrity in there.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of guys are going to walk away with a, New England Patriots shirt with their name on it that they can frame and hang up in their basement and say, that I, played in the preseason for the Patriots. And that's really cool. Anybody that gets a chance to do that, they're high performing athletes anyway. But then you have to figure out, what am I going to do next?
Yeah. Uncle Dave, if you're still on here, speaking of hanging up jerseys in the basement, what in the hell was your wife wearing? That was a Jacksonville jersey. You need, no. She was born here. She was raised here. She's a New England fan forever.
Why would
that
anyone
Jacksonville jersey off your body?
Why would anyone be a Jacksonville Jaguars fan?
Well, they live there now. They
Yeah,
lived there for like 10 years.
I'll ask the question again. Why would anyone be a Jacksonville Jaguars fan?
Trash. Get that
Sorry, pal. Well,
teal jersey off.
They do have Trevor Lawrence, so I guess that's one plus. But
I don't even know what that means.
Oops. I'm sorry. I
stopped sportsing a long time ago. What is going on in the world of sports since I've left it?
The Red Sox are losing it.
There was a sandwich police blotter story that reminded me of a Red Sox thing. And I think it was just because of a parent was finally facing the music for something with a baseball bat. Oh, it was a ding dong ditch
Oh,
situation
yeah. I remember
where
that. I
somebody
don't.
ran out of the house and ran after the kids with the baseball bat. We can pull up the sandwich police blotter because that's one of my favorite things.
Yeah.
They are definitely entertaining, and if you're not following the sandwich police, it's just fun to say sandwich police. If you're not from
Right.
here, then that is, funny to people. We
And
don't
and
think that way.
and by the way, Born Police, you used to be good at this.
You used to be fun. What
What
happened?
happened?
Where was it? I had seen it earlier today.
Where's the one about? Oh, here we go. Well, here's one. While Steph's looking for hers, a North Shore Boulevard resident called to report fireworks in the area. Folks, let's not ignite the light and let it shine. You definitely don't own the night, and it's not the 4th of July. Katy Perry lied.
Yep. Fireworks are over now. 4th of July was a
Oh,
long
we'll
time
hear them
ago.
this weekend.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah, here it is. Sandwich man summoned to court, assault, battery, dangerous weapon, baseball bat for an incident that occurred. The children had the misfortune of choosing a house where the occupant was not tolerant of adolescent games. He chased them down and caught up to one, proceeded to yell profanities at the youth, punched him, and hit him with a baseball bat. Classy sandwich. Stay classy. This is the time of year where parents go a little bit overboard. We
Yeah.
have a supper tonight with the football team.
Oh, really?
It's a family barbecue.
What is it? Oh, I was going to say it's usually pasta.
No, it's a family barbecue.
Very nice.
Probably burgers and dogs, I'm
Oh,
assuming.
good.
But my son was like, one. I said, we need to RSVP. How many we're gonna have? One. I said,
One.
Wait a minute, it's a family barbecue. Yeah, I'm a
We're,
family of one.
we're all coming.
Mom, I don't want you there. He's like, then
Oh,
I'm not going. I'm like, oh, we're definitely my husband. We're gonna get out baby pictures.
oh
We're
yeah.
gonna talk. We're gonna bring your first little football photo out
Oh, yeah.
there.
Is the older sister going to come?
No, she does. She won't go to events like that.
But
So
she
at
should
least
though.
the three of us. I know.
Now, Grandma is gone.
Which one?
Yours. Your mom.
Oh no, I had her funeral last week.
Yes, I do. Yeah.
She's dead to me. We'll just leave it at that. Dead to me. That woman.
But she did do a nice job with painting the porch, though.
Yeah, I had to finish that job. You know that. She's a starter. She's a project starter.
But not a project finisher.
No, make a mess. Bring all the stuff everywhere. Leave it all over the place, and then I have to go in, and I'm the closer.
No, if you don't mind me saying so, she's apparently a marriage starter, but not a marriage finisher.
Right? She
Right.
likes to start a lot of things.
Right.
She's real good at that. We'll get to that when the time has come. Let's talk about some other things going on here in Mashpee. Apparently, the townie boards lit on fire this week. I started one yesterday because I got a water bill, a summons, the threatening
what was
liens
that
on my
all about?
house. I'm like, wait a minute, it's the water. I just put the water bill over here. It's not even due yet. It's not even due yet.
Yeah,
You're
I saw that.
threatening
What
me.
was that all about?
So they sent out a letter to people. Apparently, I'm not the only one. That's the only reason why I went on the Mashpee message. Okay, was because I wanted to know if I was the only one or if they were wasting a colossal amount of our tax-paying dollars on stamps to send us letters for threats for a bill that's $100.
That just came out.
That just came out.
Do you think
It
maybe
just
they
came
had
out.
Do you think maybe they had an intern or something who
I don't
kind of
know. Maybe
got ahead of things?
and I get it. As you start to systemize things and as you start to put things online and make sure everything is right, things happen. Good morning, Michelle. Thanks for joining us. Things start to happen where accidents will slide through as you're setting things up. So maybe that's what happened. I don't know. All I do know is that I got threats and I wanted to talk about it. And then people
Mhm.
were like, call them to make sure it's not. I don't need to call the water company. I'm not behind. They're not actually going to put a lien on my home. It's not even late.
Right.
It's only $100. I just wanted to know if other people got the same thing.
Yeah.
That was the whole reason for mine. I wasn't complaining about it. But you said you saw something last week when we were away because we all got that phone call. Great, really excited to have the kids back this year.
Oh,
By the
yeah.
way, they can't use their phones in class, and also outside school, outside devices are not allowed to be used. which is what I had a problem with.
But the phone thing, some parents just wet their pants. How will my children get in touch with me? Uh, There's no need. And
Please.
I will admit, because Mari's watching, that when Megan was in high school, she did text me a couple of times, and I did respond. So I'm guilty of that. But there's nothing.
I'm fine with you taking away my children's phone
You
during
know,
the day. The
texting
amount
at
of text
noontime,
messages.
texting at 1 o'clock. What are we having for dinner tonight, Mom?
Mhm. Rapid fire all day long. I get that times 2. These 2 are like, "Did you have this? Can you drop me off a snack? Hey, can you?" It's just because we're so close. "Can you drop me off a coffee? Oh, I forgot to take my pill. Oh, I forgot to this. Can you pick me up this? I need a change of this. I don't like what I'm wearing. Can you change it?" These are actual factual text messages I've received during the day, during the school year.
Mhm.
So I'm okay with you taking the
It's
phone
not an
away.
emergency. They can text during breakfast and during lunch. That should handle it. There's nothing.
They'll find a way to get a hold of us. Absolutely.
Right.
Don't worry about
And
it.
as somebody noted, if it's a true emergency, you go down the office, explain it, ask the office to call your parents.
Yes.
And they will.
Yes.
Not to sound like 2 old people sitting on a porch in their rocking chairs, but that's how it was when we grew up, damn it.
They weren't invented yet. Okay. Cell phones weren't invented when we went to school. So we get it.
Yes.
And I was one of those kids who had to scramble for change or call, collect, and say, "I'm ready now, pick me up," and hang up the phone. I was that kid sitting there after sports, waiting for rides in the dark, getting dropped off at school in the dark. We lived through it. It's fine. I get it. It's better now. However, I do have an issue with them not being able to bring their own devices to school.
Right. I understand
And
that.
for me, I feel like it is a choice to digitize everything. Fine. But they make you sign the agreement. They make you pay money for the Chromebook. They make you whatever. I'd rather just have my own device because I know my kids. They'll lose it. They'll break it. We can replace it much far faster than having to deal with the bureaucracy of a Chromebook being missing, lost, damaged, etc. Now you're trying to take that away from me, but also the spy factor. I don't want they literally told our kids, they told the kids that it's because we can't monitor you.
That's just wrong.
I get that there needs to be a certain amount of monitoring, but when you're going back after the fact and using stupid things against these children, we got called into a meeting one time, and this is right at the beginning of the dawning of the Chromebook era, for a meeting for one of my children. And they were like, "Oh, yeah, it's bad. It's real bad." What? Well, we saw this. It's are you ready for this? And I'm like, "What?" It's porno for pyros. And I'm really, really weird. And my husband and I looked at each other and burst out laughing. Like, it's, that's a band, right? He was looking for a band. Never mind. Thank God you're monitoring them. So if you'll excuse
Monitor
us,
them. Look, I get
we got the
monitoring
monitoring.
them during school time.
Right.
You don't want kids doing weird stuff during school time.
But they watch their Snapchats and stuff. It's just I find it real gross. So don't use your phone or your devices in school, and you should be fine.
Yeah.
Never use their networks because they are watching you, and that's creepy to me.
It is
to watch children.
I think it's creepy.
Do dumb things.
Yeah,
especially like in the bathroom stuff. Like that bothers me a lot for many, many reasons.
Right.
But I'm not going to take this to the political side of things. I'm just going to say, leave your devices at home. Don't let them use them at school. The less they use them at school, the better, because they are in fact watching them.
Yeah.
Oh,
now this is just
monitoring.
This is just another example of how we've overreacted to stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. But as a parent who had their child questioned over a Snapchat last year,
yeah,
like put in a room, not allowed to call his parents, it was really inappropriate.
Right.
And it just bordered the line of I had to reach out to the chief of police, inappropriate.
Right.
That it's just not. Stop. Just leave your devices at home. Leave them in the pockets. Leave them in the backpacks. Please just learn from us. And him and I, my husband and I, are tech savvy. We know what's going on. Our kids are not. Once again, if you've seen the photo of the mystery that's happening right now in my house, my kids are not sneaky. They're not criminals.
No, no, no.
And you're going to be able to find them. Dan Chase, you started a world of hurt going on my Facebook page the other day, all from one little comment. You you poked a troll, I think, unbeknownst to yourself. Good morning, Wendy, and good morning, Liz. Thanks for joining us. I'd posted my question of the day, and I
Mhm.
forget, it was like, what show did they cancel that they shouldn't have canceled?
Yeah.
And this woman put a list of shows that were not canceled. And so we were kind of confused, but Dan made the cardinal mistake of calling a woman out on this not being canceled.
Yeah.
And boy, did she have a lot to say to him.
Oh, really? I missed that. I'll have to go back and look.
Definitely worth a reread, unless she deleted herself or unless you removed yourself from the situation, Dan. I applaud you for your patience. Because I was like, that is some crazy stuff right there. That was like the definition of gaslighting someone.
Mhm.
So you were very calm, cool, and collected, and it's almost your season. Dan does a fabulous podcast on horror movies
Yep.
and the horror genre with his
Mhm.
fabulous lady, and very good, very worth. Oh no, I screenshotted it. Excellent, excellent. They're out there. Crazy people doing crazy things for no reason that you can't make
No.
sense of.
Crazy people? No.
And I'm here for it. Oh, Liz, I wanted to talk to you. Actually, there was a situation today that came up in the news. There was a person doing this job I've never heard of. And it was a baby name consultant.
Baby name consultant.
How much money can you make as a baby name consultant? Apparently, it's big bucks.
Really?
I don't know if we live in the wrong area for that to be in vogue. Maybe it's a New York thing. Maybe it's a big city thing. Maybe it's a certain circles thing. But the baby name consultant went viral for showing parents how to modernize old lady names. Well, one of my friends, Liz, it's Elizabeth.
Mhm.
And everyone has just given her the nickname Beth. She
Right.
never wanted this nickname, but now she's just Beth.
Right.
And I saw Elizabeth as Birdie, which I thought was super cute, Betty, or Liz. So 3 new cute little nicknames that you can give with them, modernize the name Elizabeth just a little bit. Beatrice and B and whatnot. But basically, she said she used the term vintage maximalism. Can you just change the words for things? It's like bespoke. It's like, just, I'm going to make these dictionary words up and make it a totally different thing. This is marketing. I'm proud of you for doing whatever it is. I'm an entrepreneur at heart now. And honestly, I can tell you, you just made up a job and made yourself some money. So if you're vintage maximalism with your baby name consultant job, I don't know how long it's going to last, but if you're making money doing it and you made yourself viral, good for you.
Who would pay that kind of money to have someone else come up
I
with
don't know.
nicknames for their kids?
But I want to make shit up and sell it. I'm down for that.
That's insane. That's insane.
Clever. That's all I have to say. Clever. Good on you. I saw that Halle Berry had the longest divorce on history. 8 years it took her to divorce Olivia Martinez. 8 years. What the hell were they doing?
I don't know. Fighting over I don't know what.
8 years?
Maybe they didn't want to get divorced.
Does that get tacked onto your sentence? Like, do you get to say to everybody we were married for 35 years, even though, like, even though you were in the process of divorce for almost a decade? Do you get to say that?
That's crazy.
It's I mean, time served, right? Do you get to put that in the numbers? I was just curious. And
that's nuts.
Speaking of some back to school stuff that we were talking about, Jessica Simpson in the news for our celebrity roundup here. Good morning, Jackie.
What did she do?
She has been allowing her 11-year-old to wear crop tops.
Okay.
I know. It's so hard because I have this conversation with my daughter a lot. We called her little Lily Gaga growing up.
Right.
She's always had a flair for whatever fashion thing that she wants to wear, how she wants to wear it. And I definitely feel like there is an appropriateness to things. You're not wearing bathing suits to church. You're not, you know what I mean?
Right.
the proper attire for
You're
places.
not wearing bathing suits to candidates night.
But if she's just running around the house and Jessica Simpson took a photo of her 11-year-old in a crop top, there's always going to be trolls and people doing dumb stuff. Dan Chase, you stumbled into one the other day for no reason. You said nothing wrong. All you did was call something out and you were blatantly attacked by a crazed loon. So there's always going to be somebody that tells you you're doing it wrong. Or I don't love an 11-year-old to wear a crop top.
Does she look like mommy?
No, she looks like an 11-year-old.
Okay.
Well, that's another thing. You can't tell how old anybody is this day
No.
and age. So, I mean, is there the sexualization of children at this point? I, just don't look at it,
Have you been to cheerleading competitions?
right?
Once they get to that like 10 or 11, 10, probably 9, they look, forgive me, they dress them up like hookers.
Yeah.
You've seen them
Yep.
with the hair and the makeup, and it's like,
This is also not new. Pageants,
Really?
and pageant people have been like this for a
oh, I
long
know,
time.
but it's like, I mean, talk about the sexualization.
So, that's so you can blame the consultant for the name if the kids hate you. I like that, Patricia. There's a scapegoat in naming the child.
Well, that's true. Not just don't take just don't take responsibility.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like you should not. I refrain from commenting on other people's children, period. I try not to even wade in that factor. You just kind of look, you give them the big eyes, and then you move on.
Right.
Am I going to get in a war of text? That's the thing. We've removed faces from conversations now. So when you get behind a screen, everybody feels a little bit more free to say dumb stuff.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I don't quite get when the turn happened, but now it's people are nasty,
Oh, yeah.
downright rude and mean.
Oh, all the time.
Hey,
All
we're
the
live
time.
on YouTube right now. Lord knows what everybody has to say. I
Right.
enjoy the comments, so bring them.
Right.
Mock me all you want. I'm fine with it.
Yeah. Yeah. But all those people who would mumble stuff
Yeah.
and just walk away, they've got social media now, and they can just,
Listen,
put those comments out there. And, Uncle Harry, who, you were told years ago, oh, ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He's got a Facebook page now where he writes all this crazy stuff.
Yep, exactly. It's fine. Let him write all that crazy stuff. Just don't invite him to Thanksgiving. It's going to be a lean Thanksgiving and Christmas over here. Invited guests are going to be on the short list. I'll tell you that right now. And we have been doing music video bingo over at Tomatillo's on Wednesdays. Definitely come on back and have a good time with us. But on the note of the conversation we were having about 11-year-olds in crop tops, listen, I saw Nancy Sinatra with no pants on talking about these boots. And they didn't have any pants. Don't you remember that video for these boots?
I don't remember her not wearing pants.
No, they had no pants on. They had like Spanx on, like those little
okay.
lollipop underwear things.
Okay.
So long time people have been wearing scantily clad outfits and no one said anything about it. Mind your business when you're talking about 11-year-old in a crop top. Do you want your 11-year-old to wear a whole shirt? Yes, we do. If the fashion dictates that that's what it is, then let them have the fashionable thing. You don't have to let them go out in public with it and let them run around the house. Because
our 11-year-old, I mean, Mariana, our 11-year-old granddaughter, she doesn't like crop tops.
She likes what she likes, right?
Right.
Do you tell her she's not allowed to like that?
She's embarrassed. She's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Keep them young and uncomfortable for as long as you can, Hank. Kidding. Patricia, yeah, people have always been rude and ignorant. Yeah, that is not anything new. It's just more prevalent.
But now they have a platform where everyone can see that they're rude and ignorant, and then people get upset and they take it seriously, and people have no perspective anymore.
No, none. Well, it has been a whirlwind of a morning.
Yes, it has.
Right?
Yes.
Do you have anything going on for Labor Day weekend?
I don't know yet. We've been trying this week to get.
Can you believe that it's here? It was so dark this morning. I was like,
oh yeah. We want to do a whale watch. We were going to go Thursday or Friday, but now we've got to go off Cape for that funeral. Maybe over the weekend we'll have a chance to do it. We're at the point now where Mariana goes back to school next week, and I'm sure you've done this too. all the things that you said you were going to do during the summer, you're down to the last week and you go, oh crap,
Right.
we didn't A, B, C, D. And
This
you
is
try to
called Get It In Week.
jam it all in the last week. And it was just such an awful summer.
Well, my kids are going back to school on Wednesday, and I'm going to be dancing around this house.
You mean
Oh, wait,
tomorrow?
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 Bye. Yes. I'm going to film them. Lily's going in for her senior year. Cody's a
Wow.
freshman this year.
By the way, really cool senior pictures.
Oh, well, you haven't even seen all of them. They're some of them get a little Jessica Simpson on us. I was like,
Oh.
what about that face? If I want to look like that, I'm going to look like that. I'm like, okay.
And when did senior pictures become
A photo shoot?
Photo shoots. What happened to just standing in front of the screen with your shirt and tie and smiling?
Colleen, my friend Colleen Bonnelly, her daughter Melissa, Pedro Blanco did an amazing job on her photos. But yeah, she's in the ocean. She's got the reflection. And these are like glossy, I'm going to Hollywood photos.
Oh, yeah.
This is what senior photos have become.
And everybody does it.
Yeah. I kind of like it, but at the same time, I was like,
it's a little much.
There's me with my bad bangs with like this
Right.
and my photo. Like, how do we grow from here?
But you know what's going to happen years from now?
My senior photos were terrible.
People are going to look in the high school yearbook, and that's not what you looked like when you were in high school.
But that's what she looks like. That's so different.
Because you're all glammed up.
Mm.
That's not you.
I didn't go to glamour shots. I didn't have braces still though, so at least I had that going for me. But the bangs I definitely had. It was not a great look for me. It was not.
But that's part of the thing about high school, though, the goofy.
And no, Serafina, I did not go to Sandy Neck. Maybe that's what I'll do tomorrow while my kids go to school. Maybe I'll go to Sandy Neck.
Oh, no, the weather's going to suck tomorrow.
Damn it.
But it's going to be great Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Supposed to be some of the best weather we've had all summer, of course, because it's the end of summer.
Right.
And meteorological fall starts September 1.
That's correct. We're looking forward to it. Pinkies up with your pumpkin spice lattes, everybody. Ugh.
Well, at least now, by September 1, pumpkin spice lattes are
it's allowed. We'll allow it.
Are acceptable.
They're already putting Christmas candy out. I can't.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
All right, we gotta go.
We're sounding like cranky old people sitting on the porch.
Yeah, we're like the two
chairs.
Muppets in the balcony complaining over here. Statler and Waldorf. That's right. Us. We're here.
Who's who?
Never mind. Just pick one. I don't care. I don't even know the difference between the two of them. I'm just impressed that I remember their names.
I am too.
It's only taken me like 15 years of trivia to finally nail that one down.
That's very good.
Right? Whew.
Yep.
Yes. 4 more weeks of second summer here on the Cape, according to the Cape Cod Chamber of Commerce. So we're going to be enjoying that as well. Yep. I've got Seaside Le Mans coming up. We have so many fun, great events. The Kindness Festival is right around the corner. Grandparents' Day and the Mace Race over at the Cape Cod Children's Museum. It is jam-packed for the next few weeks of tons of activities. So if you're bored and you're looking for something to do, always find us lemonadio.com. We've got our events calendar that we are branching with events.com. Really excited for a new partnership with them.
Cool.
Yeah, we're taking it to the next level. You've seen us grow in the last 3 years. You've not seen anything yet. So we're really excited for this. You can find us on Roku TV, Alexa, play Lemonadio Radio, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Once again, thank you to our sponsors, Rockland Trust, MBR Landscaping and Home Services, and
Mari
also
Senate Plus Today Real Estate.
Mari Senate Plus Today Real Estate. Thank you so much. We appreciate you all. And Hank and I will talk to you next Tuesday. I'll be around this week, so check in. You can taunt me for some more shows. And if you'd like to host a show with me during the week, reach out to me and you can find my information, lemonadio.com.
And I'll see you at noontime.
Yeah, you got shows to do.
I got shows to do.
This man's got to work. I got to stop talking to you right now. Back to work, Hank. Your leash is short anyway.
Yes.